All right. Now, in other trending topics, they're talking about a hip-hop renaissance of the OGs, fellas. I mean, how do y'all feel about this as OGs, seeing the wave going to flow in the OGs' direction? You know, back in the day, you know, they used to put the OGs out to pasture and say, you know what, I remember when the Freaks came out at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember when we used to wear our shell-toe Adidas, okay? Yeah. But now the OGs are coming back and still in the spotlight from everybody.
Yeah,
they're going viral on TikTok. They're doing sold-out shows in arenas and festivals.
Yeah.
Their music is getting played on the radio on a regular basis. How do y'all feel about this now?
Hey, they getting plaques, man. Shout out to Juvenile. Juvenile backed that ass up. 3 million platinum, you know what I'm saying? Man, I just think that with all the RICO cases and all the violence that been going on in hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, that part of hip-hop have been, you know, put at a standstill, and all of the OGs who was in hip-hop who was kind of like on the back burner, you know what I'm saying, they made quality classic music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a time when we made music that people can have fun to, and you wasn't getting killed. You know, you was going and you was dancing and you was getting the girls, and you know, you just was enjoying yourself.
Exactly.
And I think that people have seen so much blood, bruh, and they tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it gives room for people who are grown up, who are mature enough to be back on that nostalgic type of time. You know what I'm saying? And when you have these reunion tours and they selling out, and people be like, damn, if they selling out, let me go ahead on and get back cool with my partner. It's kind of like making people be at peace who wasn't at peace. You know what I'm saying? I forgive you, man. Look, let's let bygones be bygones. It's like a spiritual rejuvenation, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good thing, man. And people making a lot of more money now, man. If you didn't get your money back then because of ignorance, now you got knowledge. If you get fucked again, man, you love that dick.
See that?
Straight up.
What's your thoughts, Wick?
Well, I think that we are the first generation of rappers to get old. I think that that the industry didn't know what to do with us at first. Like I said, we are the first generation to get old. So
well, no, cause see, before you had Run DMC and
no. I mean it. I'm talking about all those are with us.
Yeah.
I'm saying all those are with us.
Okay.
I'm going for you know it's 50 years of hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm going for 30 years of it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? For everybody, Curtis Blow and them are just a little older than 10 years, 7 years, 6 years. We're still in the same old bracket. If you right now, if you're older than 35, you're an OG in rap. 35 to 50. So we all in that generation of. I'm not literally talking 10 years. I'm talking about you know what I'm saying.
Everybody.
So we're the first generation really in rap to get old, and people didn't know what to do with us. There was no old school radio stations. When we all kind of got old, when with No Limit and with Cash Money, when everybody kind of grew up, either you had to go get a brand new young person to carry that legacy with you, or you had to figure out something to do with Turk and do it goddamn Wick and do it BG and do it us. Now we have figured that out. We got OG 99 hot radio stations. We got concerts. They putting back the old school concerts and stuff. Remember Marv Arrington throwing the 8-time music fest. So because our fan bases never ever went anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It was just we didn't have an outlet to reach them and for them to reach us. So we needed a system that they can now with the internet. A person that loved Turk and loved the Hot Boys. Now they don't have to. Universal can't block that. Now they can go directly to Turk and say, "Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I always loved you."
That boy know
blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're back now because the labels have gotten the fuck out the way.
We moved them motherfuckers out the way.
They were holding. They held the millions of fans.
Yes.
And so what they did is when they decided your time was over, then they put a young little whippersnapper there and they gave them the clout. And counseled you. But when the internet don't came, now I can directly holler at Turk. Because if it weren't for the internet, I wouldn't be able to talk to Turk. I'm sitting here because I hit him up on the thing. Hey, Turk, what's happening? You see what I'm saying? Man, I fuck with all your shit. He probably didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you with. Damn. If it it was up to you, think if I had called Universal and said, "Hey man, y'all had a guy Turk,"
they want you
back
to know
in the day,
what you don't know, they make them control it.
Correct. So that's what I think right now is that we're just seeing the benefits from one, the internet, to the old school radio station that start back spinning out records,
music,
and the promoters that now are saying, you know what, there's quality there, along with the the podcasts and stuff. Like I said, we just talked about this. We talk about this all the time. You showed, damn near 500,000 people that Wick ain't fell off.
Yes.
That Wick still got value.
Yes.
That Turk still got value.
Yes.
That if I put Turk in front of the masses, I can move this to move this. Then a man on tour.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it was up to Universal, none of this would have happened.
They wouldn't have believed in it.
Correct.
That's why I say, bro, that nigga is like a god to this shit because he opened up a lot of doors, and not just for us, Wicked. Other people, we the ones to admit that he did.
Right.
But it's a lot of more people around, especially in the South. Beehive don't get the props, and we give it to him all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man have held his ground, not his nuts on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And it's a difference, bro. And it kind of hurt when you find out that motherfuckers who are in position been looking for you and they couldn't get to you because it had motherfuckers blocking you. But now, the same motherfuckers, they come and sit down right here and they saying, man, I've been trying to get to you.
Right.
Just what you were saying.
Right.
They can't stop it. They can't block it. And we popping it. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I think it is. I just, like I said, Beehive, we just in a time now that we don't need them no more.
Exactly.
And so therefore now you're seeing how people always really felt about you. I was talking on Atlanta Culture last week, and I was saying that, nigga, that was a time that I used to that I'm talking about in 2004, 2005, and and it was a time where at this particular time in the early things, because we still was doing records together and stuff, but I saw the point where this man on sold all these goddamn records, and niggas be depressed at the time because there was no old school radio stations. There was no old school concerts that was going on no more. You know what I'm saying? And it was only just the new artists that the labels fucked with, and they silenced the nigga.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I was there with this man all the time, every day.
Yeah.
Now since everything has opened up, the internet and don't open up to us, been on tour for 4 years straight.
Yeah.
But before, nigga, we walk around looking crazy.
Yeah.
But now that when the internet don't opened up, now he's right back like he ain't missed a beat.
Yes.
And a lot of artists like that. That's why Turk, Turk right now it's the same way. The internet, you don't open up, you right back.
You just explained the same thing, man. I was hot boy Turk fucked up, and it was hurtful because the people knew it, and they used to clown me, and they heard it, me not to say nothing back. But I got money now, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But nah, man, the internet, man, I thank God, man, because it's a gift and a curse. But you got to know how to use it as a tool and not as a fool, because they got a lot of fools that get on here and think that I need to chase clout. I need to cuss you out. I need to be disrespectful. But nah, that shit gonna shorten your life. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna get you a charge. You feel me? Nah, you just gotta get on here and enjoy yourself, have fun. Be yourself. Your personality need to be your reality, bro. And that's what I do, bro. I control my narrative. I get around y'all, man. I get on here, we kick shit, and we let the people see who we is, and people fall in love with your personality, bro. And that shit is so motherfucking real to the point where it's gonna bring in everything that you ever thought you missed out on. Is coming, bro. But you have to stay determined, and you have to keep on working. Don't get comfortable. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
But here's one nugget. In that time frame, it wasn't just them. It was every artist that came from my era. I ran with all these niggas.
Yeah.
I don't seen every single motherfucker that's in this city that was on top of their game at the time.
Yeah.
And once, we talking 2005, and all the new niggas coming in. You know what I'm saying? They got the deal. They don't rinse us out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We washed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I saw a lot of mental illness from that 2005 to maybe 2015. It was a 10-year, fuck you period to all the OGs.
It was, bro.
You see what I'm saying? And a lot of them had mental illness. A lot of them got on dope. A lot of them got on drugs.
That's why. Speak on it, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Because of that little period. Yeah. By 2015, when you start, those radio stations start popping up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got one at Hot. You know what I'm saying? Bone Crush started working at one. Yeah. I used to go down there and rehearse with it. Exactly. This was before I got with you. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So once that started coming back in, then we started to get back in front of the camera. Man. But there was a period for about 10, 15 years, bruh, about 10 years to be exact, that the whole old school, everybody was looking monkey
because of the major corporations, bro. They shut it down to the point where they was controlling the narrative. Right. And now we are able to control our narrative. Right. We could do YouTube. We could get on TikTok. Right. And we could get to these people. We can educate these kids because all these kids have heard our music in the household, but they don't know.
They don't know what you look like. They didn't know what you look like.
So when they get to see the face, and especially if you still got taste, you know what I'm saying? Right. Man, they be like, hey man, I fuck with OG, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, they remixing our music to these days. Right. Yeah. And they was remixing our music because they liked it, but they didn't have a face. Right. So now they can see our face, and now they respecting us more, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just love it, bro.
You know just said something. Bone Crusher told me this. We had a talk not too long ago. Shout out to Bone Crusher Story, man. Story get well. Yeah. Get well, but Bone Crusher told me this. He said, when you make a hit record, when you have a hit record, right? Yeah. That record takes on a life of its own. Oh, yeah. Right? That record, that hit record, Hot Girls and all that, that will never die. Yeah. A Straight From That will never die. Yeah. But you'll die. Yeah. And what happens is that record is going to keep on going. Mm-hmm. You have to keep up with the record.
Yeah, keep up with it.
You see what I'm saying? And the internet, it brought, like what he just said. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to stand right beside me when Straight From the Deck would play and be like, nigga, you don't know nothing about that. Yeah. It was me. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'd be like, nigga, that's my song. Yeah, nigga, whatever.
Hey, I ain't lying, I heard that song the other day and I was like, damn, man, I know this nigga. That song is hard than a motherfucker, bro. Like the way your flow. I ain't never get to tell you that. I'm telling you now. How you was flowing that shit, bro. Like it was unique. It ain't sound like nobody else. You feel me? Yeah. And that's what we did that was different. Like we was all, I don't know if we were doing it on purpose, but we ain't want to sound like each other. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, bro, I commend you on that, bro, how you hold it and held your shit down, bro, and that shit's still hot to this day.
Yeah. You know but like you said, like behind, we got Turk said when now that everybody can put his modern face. Yeah. Because nigga, when you go back and look at our old pictures, they was in some was in black and white. Yeah. We were looking 15. They don't know what you look. But now when the internet hit, now I can look at Turk and say, okay, cause I'm looking at this nigga in a picture from 1993. Nigga, I don't know, that's a whole nother nigga. Yeah. But now I can look at him on the internet and say, oh, that's the nigga that did the song right there. So now when I see him, I recognize it. Yeah. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly. So that's what the internet too. It brought back that visibility for us because our records had left us. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Records was always possible.
And the young niggas took them and made them their songs, and they like
and put their face. No, they put their face on the record.
And they put their face on your records. We want our shit back, young niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let's work together, nigga, not against each other, nigga.
Yeah. No, they took your song and put their face on it. Yeah. Because there was no internet out to know what a nigga looked like.
I promise you, I had to go through a situation. And shout out to French Montana, you know, Doja Cat and Sweetie. You know, they had did the I Need a Project bitch, a hood rat bitch. Yeah. Well, I was mad than a motherfucker, you feel me? But, you know, after talking with French and everything, we got that settled, you know what I'm saying? And it was a quiet settlement, you know what I'm saying? But them youngsters, man, they'll take it. But if you got to stand up for it, bro, because one thing about it, they'll take it. They took it. You know know what I'm saying? But I say, nah. Shit, that's probably one and only hit that I got. You know what I'm saying? All you need is one, you know what I'm saying? Because when I sing that motherfucker right now, they be waiting on it, you feel me? So I just thank God, man, to be able to put a hit song out when I did, you know what I'm saying? And that song, bro, 30 years later, man, I'm still eating and be eating for that on that song forever.
All you got to do is stay in front of a camera now and keep up with the song. Because the record is always going to do this.
Exactly.
It's not, the record don't come down.
Nah.
Our facial come down.
Yeah.
So if you stop working, stop getting on the internet and all that, the song's still going to be on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Content is king.
this is for both of y'all, though, because, see, y'all got a chance to experience it twice in y'all lives.
Yeah.
So the first time you go from being a kid to a star, folks recognizing you. Then after the star period slow down, you go back to a regular person doing what you do.
Right.
But then you look up again and folks start recognizing your ass again.
Because of the internet.
But see, how does it feel when it comes back? Was this something that you was expecting, or was it something that you felt like it'll never get back to the way it was?
To me, bro, I didn't enjoy the first time because I didn't. I wasn't able to reap the benefits of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the depressed state, that shit come when you know that you supposed to be on and popping and everybody else thinking that, oh yeah, you got this, you got that, but you know, like, I'm fucked up.
Right.
The second time is, to me, is better because I don't even give a fuck about the fame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I know the game. You know what I'm talking about? And you be more happier.
Yeah.
Man, your family can call you. You could, what it is. What you know, it's just a better feeling. You're in a better situation, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and I just thank God for the internet. I ain't lying, bro. It's a blessing. I'm grateful. You heard me? For real.
No, the internet is. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, being able to attach your face to your record is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I used to have motherfuckers in 2006, nigga would call and say, yeah, we had Ghetto Mafia perform down in Tennessee. I was like, nigga, I ain't been to goddamn Tennessee in 20 years. Nigga, you a Turk down there doing me neither one week. You know what I'm saying? Right, because you know, the internet wasn't out yet. The record is out. People wanted the record.
Yeah.
We didn't know what y'all niggas look like. You know? But now people know what you look like.
Man, and I promise you, bro, niggas can perform your shit if they don't know your face.
Yeah.
You better, man, I'm gonna tell y'all from experience, put your face on your case. You feel me? Now, I ain't say no case, no face, no case. Put your face on your case, man. If that's your shit, man, you better claim it.